Welcome, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for August 27th, 2025 on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. Aquario, the cosmic landscape is handing you a rare gift today: clarity. After weeks of emotional highs and lows, the kind that left you wondering whether you were steering the ship or simply being tossed by the tide, you're stepping back into your own authority. With the sun highlighting your solar 7th house and Mars pressing against Saturn, the universe is forcing you to take stock of how much power you've given away and how much you're ready to reclaim. It's no longer about reacting to someone else's mood or decisions. The narrative shifts toward building a reality that comes from your will, not someone else's permission. Your emotions, which may have felt like an unsteady roller coaster, begin to settle into something sturdier. Think of it like the difference between wild ocean waves and a steady current. You're no longer at the mercy of the storm. This is the influence of Saturn steadying your inner compass, while Venus in Libra harmonizes the air element that you thrive on. You're seeing your feelings from a distance, almost as if you've climbed above the noise to observe them clearly. That detachment isn't cold, it's liberating. It allows you to choose joy without conditions, without tying your happiness to anyone else's behavior. In love, the energy couldn't be more telling. The Two of Cups vibration is alive in your chart, but not without its challenges. There's someone whose affection for you is undeniable, though they may have struggled to show it in ways that resonated with your heart. You're learning that love languages aren't universal. What feels like neglect to you might actually be this person's clumsy way of expressing devotion. This week, action replaces silence. They may not fulfill every wish in the exact package you dreamt of, but their effort shines through, and that's where your discernment kicks in. Aquario, you're not in the mood for empty gestures, but you're wise enough to value sincerity when it shows up. If you're single, the spotlight is on you. Your magnetism is impossible to ignore, and opportunities for connection practically fall into your orbit. Still, you're not desperate, you're selective, patient, waiting for what aligns. Career and finances carry an equally dynamic pulse. The competition around you is intense, and if you've been feeling boxed in at work, that's no accident. The cosmic push here is toward expansion, and the world card symbolism is loud in your path. Networks beyond your immediate circle hold the keys you've been looking for. Whether it's tapping into international markets, refreshing your online presence, or finally pushing your professional brand into the spotlight, the answer lies outside the small pond you've been swimming in. 2025 hints at travel, global collaboration, and bold career shifts, but the groundwork begins now. Today's clarity nudges you to stop tolerating stagnation and to dream beyond borders. On the personal growth front, the alignment of Mercury with Pluto in Capricorn signals a turning point in how you process your own inner story. You've lost control before, and that unsettled you deeply, but now you're retrieving something precious: self-mastery. This isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about channeling them with precision. You begin to realize that what you once thought of as weakness, the vulnerability of feeling too much, is actually the raw material for your greatest strength. When you anchor your emotions instead of fighting them, they become fuel for creativity, leadership, and decision-making. Family dynamics may also come under the spotlight. You've been the observer in recent weeks, watching old patterns play out and questioning where your responsibility begins and ends. Today, boundaries become your best friend. Saying no to energy drains doesn't make you cold. It preserves your vitality for the people and projects that truly matter. This shift in perspective is subtle but powerful. You're no longer equating constant sacrifice with love. You're learning that real connection thrives on balance, not burnout. Health benefits from this recalibration as well. The solar plexus chakra, activated by this week's energetic pull, is the seat of confidence and vitality. When your emotions are erratic, that energy center gets blocked, leaving you drained. But now that you're regaining control, you'll notice your physical energy picking up. Sleep feels deeper, digestion steadier, and your overall rhythm more aligned. The golden hue tied to this chakra is especially potent for you. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this color amplifies your resilience and sense of grounded confidence. There's also a subtle warning here, Aquario. Don't get caught in the temptation of comparing yourself to someone's past, whether in love or career. The fear that someone else is being chosen over you is nothing more than an old ghost. The person or opportunity you're aligned with isn't distracted by what came before. The Emperor archetype is present in your reading, reminding you that when something is truly over, it's over for good. That reassurance allows you to release insecurities and focus on what's being offered to you now: loyalty, commitment, and opportunity. The week holds an element of surprise as well. Something you thought was lost, whether an opportunity, a connection, or even your own sense of joy, returns in a form sweeter than you imagined. This isn't about nostalgia or clinging to the past. It's about rediscovering a piece of yourself you hadn't realized was missing. That rediscovery lights you up in ways that ripple through every area of your life. It's the universe reminding you that sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones you thought were gone for good. Toward the end of the day, the protective energy of Ganesha echoes through your chart, clearing obstacles and illuminating the road ahead. The sense of divine backing is unmistakable, as though unseen hands are moving things in your favor. You might find synchronicities stacking up, numbers repeating, conversations that confirm your instincts, small miracles that remind you you're not walking alone. Lean into that guidance because it's real. The clarity you've been craving isn't just mental, it's spiritual alignment paving the way forward. Ultimately, today is about reclaiming your rhythm. You're not just drifting anymore, you're steering with purpose. Every decision you make carries the weight of awareness, every action rooted in choice rather than impulse. Aquario, this is what real power feels like, not control over others, but sovereignty over yourself. And from that place, nothing feels impossible. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Today, Aquarius, the energy surrounding you feels both restorative and revelatory. The universe is signaling that despite past struggles, you are on the brink of a powerful shift. What once felt stagnant or delayed is preparing to blossom into movement, clarity, and love. Let us turn to the tarot and uncover the story that unfolds for you today. Card 1, the Star. How fitting that your reading begins with the Star, the card most closely aligned with Aquarius energy. This card is a direct reminder that healing is at hand. Where wounds or disappointments may have shaped your recent past, the Star assures you that renewal and divine guidance are leading the way. It is a time to trust the bigger plan, even if you can't see it yet. For you, Aquarius, this represents hope, not just the faint light at the end of the tunnel, but the entire horizon opening up with promise. Card 2, the Lovers. The Lover steps forward to highlight the significance of choice and partnership. The energy here suggests a soul connection that has been delayed or hidden, possibly marked by pride or silence. While one or both of you may have been withholding true feelings, today the universe emphasizes that the mask cannot last forever. For Aquarius, this card challenges you to consider where your heart truly rests and to embrace the vulnerability of love. It reminds you that divine unions require clarity, not games of distance. Card 3, the Emperor. Here we see structure, authority, and pride. The Emperor represents someone, perhaps a love interest or influential figure, who carries themselves with a sense of importance. This could symbolize a partner or potential partner who has been guarded by ego, reluctant to show vulnerability. For Aquarius, the card also reflects your need to establish boundaries and authority in your own life. Rather than bending to manipulation or control, the Emperor reminds you to lead with integrity and strength, carving your own path. Card 4, the Empress. The Empress brings the warmth of creativity, fertility, and abundance into your reading. Today, Aquarius, you are called to embrace your nurturing side, not just toward others, but toward your own dreams and potential. This card signifies growth, the birth of new opportunities in love, work, or even within your home life. For some, It may hint at literal expansion of family or household changes. More broadly, the Empress insists that your unique creativity and optimism are irresistible qualities that attract both love and prosperity. Card 5. The Five of Swords. Conflict, pride, and manipulation surface here. The Five of Swords warns that outside influences may attempt to sabotage or disrupt your peace, particularly in love. This could be a third-party presence, jealousy, or lingering toxicity from the past. For Aquarius, the message is to rise above games of control or bitterness. Your battle is not to win over others' egos, but to walk away with your dignity intact. Remember, not every conflict deserves your energy, and divine justice always clears what is false. Card 6. The Two of Wands. This card highlights decision and expansion. The Two of Wands signals that you are standing at the threshold of a new path, evaluating whether to stay in the familiar or leap into the unknown. For Aquarius, this directly ties to both career and personal life. Opportunities for travel, relocation, or bold ventures are stirring. The message is clear. Do not wait for the perfect moment to move forward. The time is now. The universe will support you when you trust your instincts and take that step. Card 7. The Ace of Cups. Here lies the heart of today's reading. The Ace of Cups, the gift of pure love. This card brings the promise of emotional renewal, a confession of affection, or a new relationship forming. It is deeply tied to divine timing and signals that love is flowing toward you. For Aquarius, this may arrive through someone who has long observed you from afar, someone who realizes that you mark a difference no one else can. Expect honesty, vulnerability, and the stirring of deep passion. This is no fleeting connection. It carries soul-level weight. Card 8. Justice. Closing the spread, justice confirms balance, truth, and divine order. Where you may have felt stuck or doubted that fairness would come, this card ensures that the scales will tip in your favor. In matters of love, someone must face accountability and speak truth. In finances, solutions will arrive through fair dealings or divine intervention. For Aquarius, justice is not only about external resolution, but also about inner alignment. Trust that every delay, every wound, has prepared you for the clarity and abundance now unfolding. Today's tarot reading for Aquarius weaves a story of divine timing, resilience, and renewal. With the Star and Justice bookending the spread, you are assured that healing and fairness are central to your journey. Love plays a powerful role, as shown by the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, signaling that hidden emotions or stalled connections are ready to surface, bringing warmth and passion. Yet challenges remain. The Five of Swords warns against manipulation, while the Emperor demands that you stand firm in your power. Meanwhile, the Empress and the Two of Wands emphasize growth, creativity, and bold steps toward a future brimming with possibility. Ultimately, Aquarius, the cards affirm what was whispered at the beginning. God's plan for you is far greater than what you've imagined. Trust it, embrace it, and move forward with courage. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. Aquarius, today the energy around money and fortune calls you to examine the choices you are making with precision and clarity. The Two of Wands suggests you stand at a financial crossroads, weighing whether to remain where you are or step boldly into an unknown but promising direction. While comfort might appear safe, opportunity lies beyond the boundaries of your current situation. The message is not to fear expansion, whether that's through investment, relocation, or daring to pitch an idea that has lingered too long in your imagination. The presence of justice indicates that fairness will govern financial matters. If you've been feeling delayed in receiving payments, recognition, or returns, balance is coming. Contracts, negotiations, or legal situations tied to money will likely resolve in your favor, provided you remain transparent and ethical in your dealings. The universe is aligning your path with what you rightfully deserve. Yet the Five of Swords warns against manipulative figures or schemes. Not all opportunities will be presented in good faith. Be cautious of individuals who attempt to profit from your efforts without offering genuine value in return. This card reminds you not to waste energy on conflicts that drain your spirit. Instead, walk away from unnecessary battles to protect your peace and your pocket. Luck today feels guided more by alignment than chance. The star's influence reminds you that when you trust your own gifts and vision, fortune begins to follow. You may find that unexpected doors open, not by coincidence, but because your determination and optimism create magnetic energy. Sometimes luck is not a matter of randomness, but the natural result of faith and preparation. For those struggling financially, divine reassurance arrives. Justice combined with the star speaks of help arriving in unexpected ways, a supportive figure, a sudden opportunity, or the release of burdens that have weighed you down. Trust that while the present may feel heavy, your steps are being directed towards stability. Finally, remember that financial abundance is not only about material gain, but about cultivating a sense of balance and freedom. When you choose wisely and align with fairness, your money becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of fear. This shift in perspective may be the very key to unlocking prosperity. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for August 27th are 2, 14, 33, 49, 68, 83. Daily love. The path of love today glows brightly with the Ace of Cups, symbolizing new beginnings, heartfelt confessions, and the awakening of emotions that were once hidden. This card assures you that a message of love or a gesture of tenderness is drawing near. For Aquarius, this feels like a long-awaited release, the quiet confirmation that someone has been holding back but can no longer resist showing their truth. The Lovers reminds you that romance is not simply about attraction but about choice. Someone in your orbit may have been hiding behind pride or silence, creating distance where there is deep desire. Both of you may have been mirroring one another's hesitation, afraid to take the first step. Yet the Lovers confirm that divine timing is dissolving these walls, urging both sides to recognize the bond instead of burying it. The Empress brings softness and nurturing into this dynamic. She signals that love now wants to blossom in fertile ground, not in secrecy or resistance. You may feel seen and appreciated for your creativity, optimism, and unique spark, qualities that draw others irresistibly toward you. For those single, the Empress assures that new connections are forming that carry the potential for growth and emotional abundance. Yet the Emperor shows another side of love, the struggle with pride and control. Perhaps a potential partner has been reluctant to admit vulnerability, preferring to hide emotions behind authority or distraction with work. The lesson here is not to chase, but to allow space for the mask to fall. Aquarius, your role is not to prove your worth, but to hold firm in your truth and let others step forward willingly. The Five of Swords echoes a caution about interference, whether from third parties, old wounds, or jealousy. Manipulative energy may try to stir confusion or block this connection. Your task is to rise above such games, choosing clarity and dignity over unnecessary drama. You need not fight for what is already destined to be yours. Ultimately, love today is painted with divine promise. The Ace of Cups and Lovers form a powerful union of emotional awakening and choice. Whether you are reconnecting with someone significant or opening your heart to new love, the universe assures that passion, tenderness, and truth are flowing your way. At work, in the realm of work, the star shines as a guiding force, reminding you of your immense creativity and vision. This card emphasizes that even if you have doubted your career trajectory, hope is not lost. Aquarius, your originality is your greatest asset, and the world is ready for the ideas you bring. Today encourages you to trust that your work carries significance and that recognition is on the horizon. The Two of Wands mirrors the sense of decision-making. You may be weighing a choice between staying where you are or daring to expand into something new. The card suggests that bigger opportunities, whether involving travel, partnerships, or entrepreneurship, are available if you are willing to step outside of your comfort zone. The future is asking you to think bigger. The Emperor injects a tone of discipline and leadership. You may find yourself stepping into positions of authority or having to set clear boundaries in professional relationships. While pride and rigidity can be pitfalls, the Emperor's energy supports you in creating structure, setting goals, and commanding respect in your work environment. Balanced by this, the Empress shows that creativity and nurturing energy are equally essential in your career. Innovation, artistry, or the ability to bring ideas to life are all highlighted today. Aquarius is often ahead of the curve, and the Empress encourages you to trust your unique instincts, especially in industries tied to communication, design, or humanitarian causes. Challenges may still arise, as the Five of Swords warns of conflicts in the workplace, possibly stemming from jealousy or manipulation. Stay alert, but do not allow others' insecurities to derail your progress. Sometimes the wisest strategy is to disengage from pettiness and focus instead on the larger vision. Together, these cards indicate that work today requires a balance of discipline and creativity, strategy and inspiration. The future of your career will be determined not by clinging to the familiar, but by daring to innovate and trust the brilliance that naturally flows from you. Health. Health today resonates with the healing light of the star. This card reminds you that recovery is not only possible, but actively taking place. If you have struggled physically, emotionally, or spiritually, today brings a sense of renewal. Your body and mind are ready to embrace practices that restore equilibrium. Justice speaks directly to balance and health. It highlights the importance of aligning your habits with fairness to your body. This may mean moderating indulgences, respecting your need for rest, or seeking professional guidance for issues you've delayed addressing. Harmony in daily routines is key. The Five of Swords reveals the toll that stress or emotional conflict can take on your well-being. Bottled up anger or anxiety could manifest physically if not released. Aquarius is reminded to seek healthier outlets, journaling, exercise, or creative pursuits that allow your mind to detox without harming your body. The Empress brings nurturing energy into your physical and emotional health. She calls you to embrace self-care practices, whether through nutrition, grounding rituals, or connecting with nature. Fertility, creativity, and vitality are strong themes, suggesting this is an excellent time to invest in your overall wellness. Meanwhile, the Emperor advises structure. Set schedules for sleep, balance meals, and exercise rather than allowing spontaneity to govern your energy. By establishing discipline and health routines, you create stability that supports long-term vitality. Finally, the Ace of Cups highlights emotional health, encouraging you to open your heart and allow love and joy to flow freely. When emotions are nurtured, the body often follows. Today is a reminder that true health is holistic, blending body, mind, and soul. Family and friends. Family matters today glow with the influence of the Empress, bringing warmth, nurturing, and a sense of connection. This card highlights bonds that feel supportive and restorative. You may find that simple moments with loved ones bring unexpected joy and healing. Justice within the family context indicates that fairness and truth may come to light. If misunderstandings or disputes have clouded relationships, expect balance to return. Conversations may open pathways to forgiveness or compromise, restoring harmony to the household. The Ace of Cups suggests a fresh, emotional chapter within family life. This may take the form of reconciliation, joyful news, or a gesture of love that restores closeness. It emphasizes the importance of vulnerability and emotional honesty in your family connections. The star points to healing past wounds in family relationships. Where distance or hurt has lingered, light and clarity are returning. This is a moment to see the bigger picture and trust that bonds can be mended with patience and compassion. The Two of Wands hints at possible changes to the home environment. Moves, renovations, or shifts in family dynamics may be on the horizon. These changes, though uncertain at first, carry the promise of growth and expansion for all involved. Finally, the Five of Swords reminds you to avoid unnecessary conflicts with family. Pride or small disagreements may surface, but the message is to focus on peace rather than victory. By releasing the need to win arguments, you strengthen bonds and create a healthier family atmosphere. Compatibility. Today, Aquarius, the stars emphasize connections with fellow air signs, Gemini, Libra, and other Aquarians. These relationships are marked by sharp intellect, stimulating conversation, and shared visions for the future. With Gemini, curiosity sparks fresh ideas. With Libra, harmony and fairness create balance. With another Aquarius, understanding runs deep, though pride may require careful navigation. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, bring passion and momentum into your world. Aries ignites courage and boldness. Leo reflects your own charisma, though pride may challenge balance. Sagittarius opens doors to adventure and broadens your worldview. These bonds are dynamic and inspiring. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, ground your airy nature. Taurus teaches patience and devotion. Virgo sharpens your attention to detail, and Capricorn brings discipline and ambition. While their practicality may sometimes feel restrictive, they offer stability you often need. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, bring emotional depth and tenderness. Cancer nurtures, Scorpio transforms, and Pisces offers compassion and soulful resonance. While emotions may sometimes overwhelm your rational side, these signs awaken your heart in ways you cannot ignore. Compatibility today is not about perfection, but about balance. You may feel especially drawn to someone who reflects qualities you lack, pushing you toward growth. Whether with an air sign who understands you effortlessly or a water sign who touches your emotions, the day calls for openness and curiosity. Remember, true compatibility lies in shared effort, respect, and willingness to embrace differences. The signs offer clues, but love and connection flourish most when authenticity leads the way. Your lucky color today. Turquoise is your guiding shade today, Aquarius. This color merges the calming energy of blue with the invigorating spark of green, representing clarity, renewal, and spiritual growth. Wearing or surrounding yourself with turquoise may inspire peace of mind and a stronger sense of purpose. The phrase of the day: trust the timing of your life, for even delays are part of a greater design. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.